Fortnite Kim Kardashian skin. When people first heard those words together, most thought it was fake. It sounded like one of those random internet rumors that spreads fast and disappears the next day. But this time it was real. Fortnite, the massive battle royale game played by millions across the United States and around the world, officially added Kim Kardashian as part of its Icon series. That decision instantly grabbed attention far beyond the gaming community. For anyone who doesn't play Fortnite, a skin is basically a cosmetic outfit. It changes how your character looks but does not change how the game plays. No extra power, no advantage, just style. And style is a big deal in Fortnite. Players care about how rare a skin is, how detailed it looks, and how much attention it grabs in the lobby before a match starts. So when Kim Kardashian, one of the most recognized celebrities in America, entered the game as a playable character, it felt like two completely different worlds colliding. On one side, you have competitive gamers, streamers, and esports fans. On the other side, you have fashion, reality TV, social media influence, and pop culture dominance. Bringing those together created instant curiosity. Searches for Fortnite Kim Kardashian skin exploded because people wanted to know if it was real. Was this an official collaboration or just fan art? Could you actually play as her? How much did it cost? And why would Fortnite even do this in the first place? The answer lies in Fortnite's history. Over the years, the game has added musicians, athletes, and major entertainment figures. It has become more than a game. It's a digital stage. When Kim joined, it wasn't random. It was part of a bigger strategy blending gaming with mainstream celebrity culture. The main problem is that there is no official verification. The U.S. Department of Justice or any credible government source has not confirmed that any of these celebrities were involved in Epstein's crimes. Viral posts are often based on misinterpretation, speculation, or clickbait. So why do people believe these claims? First, Epstein's case was high-profile and has long been a topic of public fascination. Second, people are naturally curious about hidden connections and scandals involving celebrities. Third, most people do not read official documents and rely instead on social media summaries. This combination is dangerous because many users begin to assume the claims are true without checking facts. On social media, content spreads quickly, and misinformation is repeated so often that it can appear credible. To understand the truth, we need to look at the actual documents. Some Epstein-related documents have been released publicly, including court records, flight logs, financial records, and Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) releases. In some of these documents, certain politicians or public figures' names do appear. However, these names are often included for reference only, such as in email headers, archived press clippings, or tangential materials. It's crucial to understand that a name appearing in a document does not mean the person was involved or guilty. Many viral lists ignore this distinction and misinterpret documents. Regarding Pam Bondi, the viral claim specifically mentions a letter she allegedly sent. However, there is no official record from the U.S. Department of Justice confirming that she issued a celebrity suspect list. The viral posts generally rely on compilations by bloggers or fringe websites, reposted without context, which then gain traction on social media. Headlines often appear misleading or sensationalized, but are designed to attract clicks. Many social media users see the headline and accept it as fact without further investigation. This explains why these types of claims spread rapidly. To understand what's real behind these viral claims, we need to look at the documents related to Jeffrey Epstein. Many types of documents have been released publicly or through court proceedings. First, there are court records. These include indictments, motions, testimonies, and depositions. Court records detail charges and evidence used against Epstein and his associates. Second, there are flight logs. Epstein had access to private jets, and some flight logs have been included in public documents. These logs often include crew members, journalists, or unrelated visitors. Sometimes only initials or common names appear, which can easily be misinterpreted by people reading viral lists. Third, there are financial records. These include bank statements and transaction records. Some names appear in connection with business transactions, but this does not mean involvement in any crimes. Fourth, there are FOIA releases. FOIA stands for Freedom of Information Act, which allows documents to be released to the public upon request. Many of these documents are heavily redacted. Some names appear only once or tangentially, often in archived press reports or secondary references. Fifth, there are email and communication records. Some files include email headers or correspondence that contain names, but the context is usually minimal. A name appearing in an email header does not indicate participation in any wrongdoing. It is crucial to understand why names appear in these documents. In many cases, names are included only for reference. They may be part of archived news articles or media coverage that investigators saved. In other cases, names appear in administrative or logistical records, such as flight manifests, hotel bookings, or staff lists. Some names appear only because the person was mentioned in connection to someone else, without any direct contact with Epstein. This is where many viral lists go wrong. They confuse a name appearing in a document with being implicated in a crime. This is a serious mistake and spreads misinformation quickly. For example, a celebrity's name may appear in a document referencing a news article about them, but social media posts often claim this is evidence of criminal activity. These posts are then shared widely before any verification occurs. While official documents do contain thousands of names, no released Department of Justice files or court records confirm that Beyoncé, Cher, Kim Kardashian, Bruce Springsteen, or Jay-Z were involved in any illegal activity. Names in the files can appear in media references, logistical mentions, or peripheral connections, none of which prove criminal involvement. It is important to make a clear distinction. A name appearing in a file is not evidence of wrongdoing. This distinction is often ignored in viral social media posts, but it is critical for responsible reporting. Credible journalists follow strict verification standards. They check official sources such as the U.S. Department of Justice, court filings, and verified FOIA documents. They determine the context of each name and seek confirmation from legal representatives or verified spokespeople before publishing. They avoid publishing raw lists compiled by bloggers or social media users, as these are often misleading. Sensationalism attracts attention, and headlines like "Celebrity X appears in Epstein files" trigger clicks. Social media users often share these posts without checking the source, and misinformation spreads faster than corrections can reach people. To summarize, Epstein-related files include court records, flight logs, financial documents, FOIA releases, and communication records. Names appear for multiple reasons, including references, administrative mentions, or tangential connections. Viral claims that celebrities like Beyoncé, Cher, Kim Kardashian, Bruce Springsteen, or Jay-Z are implicated are not supported by verified documents. Responsible reporting requires context, verification, and careful clarification to avoid spreading misinformation. Now that we understand the types of documents released, it's time to look at what is officially verified and what is not. This will help us separate fact from speculation. First, the verified facts. Jeffrey Epstein committed serious federal crimes, including sex trafficking of minors. His associate Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted of facilitating these crimes. These are well documented in court records and confirmed by official sources. Some people interpret peripheral mentions or tangential connections as proof of involvement. For example, a celebrity name may appear in a press clipping about Epstein. Sharing this as evidence of criminal activity is inaccurate and dangerous. Legal and ethical considerations are important. Making false claims about real people engaging in criminal activity can lead to defamation, loss of credibility, or strikes on social media platforms. This is why accuracy is critical when reporting sensitive topics. In reality, the only verified associations with Epstein involve convicted criminals or individuals directly documented in court filings related to his crimes. All other names appearing in documents should be considered context-dependent references, not proof of wrongdoing. To summarize, the verified facts are: Epstein and Maxwell committed crimes, court records and DOJ filings document these convictions, and some names appear in documents for reference or administrative reasons. What is not verified is any claim that celebrities like Beyoncé, Cher, Kim Kardashian, Bruce Springsteen, or Jay-Z were involved in Epstein's crimes. Understanding this distinction allows viewers to separate speculation from fact. Viral lists and social media posts claiming involvement are misleading. Responsible reporting requires examining the documents, understanding the context, and verifying sources before making any claim. Before posting anything about Epstein-related files, it is essential to understand how misinterpretations occur. Many viral claims are based on partial information or incorrect assumptions. The first common misinterpretation involves flight logs. Epstein's planes had passengers listed, including crew, journalists, or visitors unrelated to criminal activity. Sometimes only initials or common names appear. Viral posts may claim a celebrity was on a flight, but there is no verification. The second misinterpretation involves email headers. Some files include names in headers or correspondence, but the context is often unclear. A name appearing in an email does not mean the person participated in illegal activity. The third misinterpretation involves archived press articles. Investigators sometimes included media clippings about Epstein or related events. If a celebrity appears in a news article archived in the files, some social media posts misinterpret this as evidence of involvement. Another source of confusion is tangential mentions. A person may be mentioned in relation to someone else in the files, without any direct contact with Epstein. Viral lists often treat this as proof of guilt, which is incorrect. It is crucial to remember that a name appearing in a file is not evidence of wrongdoing. This distinction is often ignored in social media posts. Misreading the context spreads misinformation and can damage reputations. Responsible reporting requires careful verification. Journalists check official sources, including Department of Justice releases, court filings, and FOIA documents. They analyze the context of each name and seek confirmation from legal representatives when possible. Sharing raw lists from social media or blogs is dangerous. These lists often lack context and can mislead audiences. They also increase legal risks, such as defamation claims or platform strikes.